Alright, so today I decided to do a review of one of my Dino-Riders. So this toy line is something close to my heart because since I was a kid I like dinosaurs, so I really like them. And this is one of the sets I'm going to review for today, which is my Dino-Riders Deinonychus. Here he is right over here. It's a pretty cool set over here. I wasn't able to get this as a kid because they were pretty much going out of the market by the time I sort of wanted to get them. So I got this guy over at eBay for a pretty reasonable price. So here he is, you know, a little close-up of his face. Kind of looks like a gecko. So this one's in pretty good condition. So front view, hello. Side view, pretty cool. And the top view. So he's got these twin laser cannons, I reckon, yeah, or you know, in his saddle. So this guy was in good condition. I got him a while back from eBay for a pretty good price. Right now this guy is pretty expensive, but I got him at a pretty good price. And he's mostly complete except for his belly band, because these things disintegrate or become brittle over time. So the simple rubber band will do. So let's get right to it. When it comes to articulation, this guy's got not so much, just the hands. Hello. Up, down, up, down. Nothing much on the jaw, it's pretty stiff. And he's got a little gimmick though. His legs don't move, but he has this gimmicks like this. Woo! Like he's late for work. But it's a pretty good gimmick. There is a button behind his tail that you can press that activates this. Overall, a pretty cool figure. So this figure does have some issues. It doesn't really stand right. But I found a workaround. I like to put mine like this. He's got springs in his feet to do his little dino gimmick. But for mine, I kind of put one leg up, another leg down, and he stands pretty well. It looks like he's about to pounce or something. Or, you know, I made a little foam stand for him. So you could put this on his uneven legs and he stands pretty well. So overall, as you can see, a very nice, simple figure. And I really like it. I really like this figure. So, alright, now we're going to check out the rider. Alright, so this one is focused on the rider. So the Deinonychus, this Valorian Deinonychus, came out in 1988, Series 1. So his rider over here is Sky. So here's a good shot of Sky right over here. He's a pretty good figure. Looks like he's wearing a, you know, this is his Valorian spacesuit. So a backgrounder on you guys on Dino-Riders. It's basically about the Valorians. They're from the future. They're telepathic aliens. And they're being invaded or conquered by Rulons. And I'll show you a sample Rulon. This guy's a Rulon right here. So they sort of look like anthropomorphic animal aliens. Yeah, so these guys are conquering these human guys. And basically they escaped in space. They have a spaceship that has something called the step crystal, and yeah, they went back through time and they pulled in some Rulons with them, and now they're continuing their fight on Earth. So this is the rider of the Deinonychus. This guy is Sky. So he's kind of comes in this nice blue color, got his nice little vest, and articulation wise, he can turn his head. He could raise his arms just like that. And he's got little, he could raise his legs up this far back, this far front. And he can bend his knees. So he's really pretty good. He's a 2.5-inch figure roughly. And it's pretty good. It's got enough articulation to ride his dinosaur. So that's what's important. So normally, when it first came out, it usually comes with a bunch of accessories attached to sprues or a frame or runners. So these are some of his accessories. He's got this here little laser rifle, as you can see. Must be the equivalent of an M16 laser rifle. Not bad at all. It kind of slings onto his hand like this, straps onto his hand like that. Yeah. So he's got that thing going for him. And of course he's got a ladder to help him climb his dinosaur. I don't usually use this, but yeah, helps him climb his dinosaur. He's got this little, kind of looks like a Star Trek gun with a little handle though. Yeah. So that one goes right here in his hand. So, pew pew! Pew 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 pew! That's his laser rifle. So the Valorians use this when they fight the Rulons and they go firing pew, 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 like that. Alright, and he's got this thing which I think is a water sack, like a goat skin, but of course it's not goat skin, but I imagine this is for their water, or their little satchel or whatever. So if you're wondering how this goes, it goes along him like this, like a little man purse over here. There it is. He could put his water or his things. I kind of think it's water because it has a little nozzle, you know, so that's what I think it is. He also comes with this. This is his, it's like a bandolier, like for his ammo. I don't know why he has this, because I think he's got laser weapons, but you know, in my imagination, I imagine these are the things that, you know, power up his laser weapons. But the point is, he could put it on like that. It looks pretty cool, right? And lastly, he also comes with this thing over here, his amp, right? So like I mentioned, these guys are like psychics. They could talk to the dinosaurs with their minds and talk to each other with their minds. And this thing, it's called an amp, so I guess it amplifies their psychic ability. So it looks like a ginormous metal thingy on his head, on him, and well, it looks pretty good actually on him. I mean, well, actually it doesn't look that good, it looks like a collar, but you know, this is like supposed to be like an amulet that helps him focus his mental power, so he's got that one. Alright, so this is the figure it comes with. This is Sky. Now this guy is a dinosaur, the Deinonychus. It's a pretty good figure. I mean, back in the 80s they thought this is how these guys look, but now they're supposed to be feathery, but you know, I'm still okay with these scaly ones. Now, like I mentioned, the articulation's just on the hands. The leg has that whole running gimmick, I'm late for work gimmick. His mouth isn't open, so it's like permanently slack-jawed, but he has his charm. He doesn't look as menacing as the Jurassic Park dinosaurs. He kind of looks goofy for me, but it's pretty cute. Now in the show, these guys are usually yellow or light brown or sandy yellow. But this guy came before Jurassic Park, but he's got the, he reminds me of the Kenner colors a little bit, with the whole kind of reddish brown and the black stripes. So I can see that's some nice coloration here with little stripes on his tail. Light colored underbelly, uncolored claw, colored teeth. But he's got those little adorable eyes. I like it. Reminds me of a little salamander, like a two-legged salamander. But other than that, it's a pretty good figure. So this is the Deinonychus from the Dinorider line. So this is the Valorian version. The Rulons have their own too. And just a little tidbit, because when I was a kid, I really loved Jurassic Park, and I thought those things were Deinonychus, but they were velociraptors. Back then I didn't know what a velociraptor was, but I knew Deinonychus, and I thought they were Deinonychus. But I read somewhere that the author of Jurassic Park, Crichton, really meant for them to be Deinonychus. It's just that Velociraptor has a more badass name, and you know, you remember it more, and poof, Velociraptor became super famous. But back in the 80s, there was this guy, Deinonychus, and he wasn't really a bad guy per se or villainous, but he was just that guy with a little claw on his foot. That's what I remember him for. And this is the Tyco. You can see here. Let's see if you can hear the Tyco Deinonychus right there. Got the, I don't know if you can see that, but it's Tyco. Yeah, and I like this guy. I find him pretty cute. I kind of wish I had a fleet of them, but they're expensive. But for now, I got this guy, and he looks pretty awesome. And the gimmick kind of grows on you. It grew on me. I mean, I like the way he looks. Like, oh, it's like a little scaly roadrunner. The button is here. It's pretty well hidden. You don't really see it. It's this little square button over here. And yeah, I like the texture. Look at all those scales. And that eye. So this is the dinosaur from this set, the So overall, what are my thoughts on this set? I think it's a good set, but if you're interested in getting it, you can get him online. He's pretty expensive though when he's complete. I got mine complete and at a fair price. But most of the time, you could get these things piecemeal. Like they sell this gun separate, they sell this saddle separate, they sell the rider separate, and yeah, you could get it piecemeal or you could get it complete. The boxed ones are really expensive. They could be like $100 or more. I mean, the loose ones are $100. With the box, they're like times 2, times 3, times 4, depends. But I was lucky to get this one at a pretty low price and complete. But it's your choice how you want to get them. You could get them piecemeal. The dinosaur is usually cheaper than the armor, so you could start getting him bit by bit. So wait, I like to put the rubber band over here like that. So there he is. So what are my thoughts? As a fan of the cartoon show, I kind of thought this guy was the speedy one. It's kind of like a motorcycle. He's the fast guy who goes in and out and shoots things. So I like having this guy. But being a fan of Dino-Riders, I used to read that the real guy associated with this is Youngstar. And it's pretty easy to switch up the figure. So I got a Youngstar that I got loose. Youngstar! So this guy actually comes with the Quetzalcoatlus. I always have trouble pronouncing that, but the flyer. And in the show, he's a lot of times he's associated with the Quetz. But in actuality, when I read the wiki page, Youngstar is associated with the Deinonychus. And the nice thing is I got him right here, so I could put Youngstar right here, riding the Deinonychus, just like how I used to read in the wiki page or see in the comic book, and they look good together. And looks especially good when I put Youngstar's blaster. So he's all like shoot from the top, shoot from the saddle, and they're a good pair. So it's up to you. When you got your Dinorider, since you can get them piecemeal, you could actually get other riders and make them ride other dinos. So this one looks pretty cool to me when I see Youngstar on it. It's like a dream come true to have Youngstar riding a Deinonychus. So there, that's it. So those are my final thoughts for this review. It's a great set. It's a great little collectible. It looks good. These things last pretty long. I mean, they came all the way from the 80s, but it's still in pretty good condition except for the belly band. The belly band is gone, but the overall figure is pretty good. I just like the fact the gimmick works, so it's like, onward! Yeah. Fun to pose, fun to play with. If you have trouble standing him, you could try this technique. Kind of make that one leg raised so that he won't, fall over, because mine is pretty uneven. I don't know if other guys have that issue, but this is one way to make him pose. So thanks again for watching my review on Dino-Riders Deinonychus. So see you all next time. Yeah, as I mentioned, adorable eyes. And there's Youngstar. He's supposed to be sleeveless in the show, but I'm okay with this. He's got his sleeves on. But there it is. Dino-Riders Deinonychus. Harness the power, Dino-Riders! So, this one's the box. Mine didn't come with the box, but well, here you can straight up see Sky straight up murdering a Rulon. You don't really see that in the show, but that's a good move. Going after them, get the rider. But what I mean to say is, it's a pretty good box art. Is what I'm trying to say.